degenerates. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It seems we had a blast at the Null Slumber Party last night. It was fun. Okay, so we're going to do another recap. And the latest of the recap, we're going to do a recap of Saroka, who was live yesterday. And I was lucky to actually catch it in real time. We're also going to look at a clip channel by the name of Bridge Maybe in DMs of an interesting video clip of Hussith admitting to call the cops and someone's job by the name of AJ Strawberry Crepe Cake. Then we're going to follow up with Minnie Manson recap, who was live yesterday, and he was really not happy yesterday. But before we begin with the contents of this stream, this is for mature audiences only. You must be 18 years and older. There will be no doxing, slurs, religion, or politics. The fuckery, bullshittery, and douchebaggery will not be tolerated. Be respectful to myself, the host, chat, and the mods. And Flannel, would you stop it? Sorry, my cat's being a butthead. Joe's voiceless. So let's go. I'm going to kick my cat's butt. I'm going to sue her. I'm going to sue you, Flannel. I'm suing her. I'm nuts. Okay, so I'm trying to see where to begin. I guess we're going to begin with the Saroka. La 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 la. Do 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 do. I clean my phone. Okay.
It Mo. Just gotta wait for this little. Thank you for your patience.
For the intents and purposes of this stream, you must be 18 years.
Kayla, welcome on.
There you go.
Kratos, welcome to the broadcast. Just joined.
That was me.
Says you don't want.
Heyo!
Okay.
That was past me. This is featuring me right now.
If it's not something you would ask me, I don't know. I need to come up with like a proper way to say this. I guess really just don't ask me questions unless they're in reference to travel. You know what I mean? Like personal life, like things have changed quite a bit for me, and I'm going to have to prepare the audience and the fans for this because I spent the better part of, my time on here, on social media, pretty much talking about anything, you know what I mean? In reference to my life and everything like that.
I'm getting followers on my video. Hey!
I have to be far more private for the sake of professionality. And
make sure you guys hit like and subscribe to Steve DeLeve, who snipes James Saroka too.
But stuff having to do.
And I'd like to. This is future me here speaking. Yes, please give a like and subscribe to Steve DeLeve, who catches up on the latest with the Saroka stuff. Also, subscribe to his clip channel called Steve Saroka. Sorry, the human has been up. Everybody's making noise today. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it lovely? Thank God they're going back to school. Oof. All right.
With, where we're going, what we're doing,
Thanks
stuff
for the
like
follow,
that.
my Bigo.
I would say just keep it to the general topic. Right?
So one thing I've learned when it comes to Saroka and Bigo, he's very block heavy. So I try not to talk to the cows because some of them are block heavy and some aren't. Sorry, I'm cleaning my computer because unlike Hussith, I like to keep my baby clean, and I haven't cleaned my screen in a minute. Call me lazy, but yeah, there you go. Flanny, stop climbing. You have not been listening all day, little girl. You about to go back into your enclosure, you panda booty. Yeah, so Saroka is very block heavy when it comes to these things. So I don't like to comment on any cow's lives. I just like to lurk. Let's continue.
So whatever else I'm doing in my personal life and, however else I'm taking care of things, it's kind of just, those are off limits questions. And it's not, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's not my place to punish the audience for being curious. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't right, in my opinion. I do have to account for my own personality. And when people ask me questions about things that get me excited, especially in my own personal life, I'm more likely to answer those questions. So, I just have to, not necessarily dodge a question, but find a way to say like, hey, I can't maybe just say I can't answer that question or won't answer that question. wherever it goes from there is where it goes. You know what I mean? If whoever is asking that question stays polite, doesn't get upset with me, then we're good. And then, if it goes sideways or downhill, when they get upset that I won't just tell them something that I really shouldn't or can't tell them, then, we'll go from there. I tell you what, this little Bigo thing, we need a feedback button, because that little guy that shows up on the bottom trying to give me suggestions is like super annoying. I wish there was a way to turn that off, because what happens is it comes up and it blocks off your comments, and I can't read your comments until it goes away. And y'all are commenting, and you know what I mean? Like, this is the beginning of the broadcast, and everybody comes in excited, saying good morning. And I can't even read your comments to say good morning to you as quick as I'd like to. But, all right. Nice to meet you too, Conrad. Welcome to the broadcast. What's up? Thought I missed the list. Yeah, don't have one. Would you expect me to? Dude, I've been winging it for so long, it's not even funny. Eric, welcome to the broadcast. Ruby, welcome to the broadcast. Using a filter. I use the filter because it decreases the device's ability to do like a facial recognition thing. It's more of a safety feature for me. I use it as a safety feature because...
I will say, though, sorry, I'm eating. Sorry about the noisy background. My human is up and about. There's nothing I can do about that. But I was saying, yeah. So, yeah, I noticed that whenever I snipe Null, when she privates her live, because mine does the same thing, too, automatically goes to the next video. So, for some reason, yesterday, this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, like, I think I woke up because my laptop died on me. And she just ended 2 minutes after. And then I think it played up a clip of John Oliver on my fucking thing. It was so funny. But let's continue with James.
The thing is, my life is a unique one. And if I am live and people can fully identify me and not, you know what I mean? Like, people that are supposed to be able to identify me, that's fine. That's no big deal. It's pretty much anybody else that I get concerned with, So I put the filter on, and believe it or not, it makes a difference. So it helps to maintain my privacy quite a bit, and I like it. So, because if I can focus, that's what it comes down to, is it makes it more difficult to focus on talking to you. If I have people that see me online, they're like, oh yeah, that's definitely him. And then, they're like coming out and meeting me in public and things like that when I'm out. So, there will be a time when I'm not worried about that at all. But what it really comes down to is that I've been maintaining a platform for, quite a while. I'd say about 1/3 of my life I have been on here. And, easily recognizable. And, there's quite a bit of you.
Give me a second
There's
to log on my tablet.
many of you out there. And, as I'm rebuilding my profiles, it's like, I don't know who's going to come out the woodwork and things like that. So once my platform gets a little bigger, once my platform starts matching how things are in real life for me, then I will have calculative data that will give me a more accurate, read on who's out there, who's watching, and who's really paying attention, either closely or from a distance. And I will then at that point feel more safe to be broadcasting with you without all of the, extra safety precautions, if you will. So, for now, I'm just keeping things a little more ambiguous for the sake of my own safety and for the safety of the people around me. So, because if I can't read those numbers, I don't know who's watching. It makes it more difficult. And a couple of years ago, it was different. But with the advent of COVID and all this other stuff that's been happening in society, it's safer to do it this way, at least for now. And, you know, as usual, y'all know that I'm more wild than I am tame. So as things go forward, should I see it appropriate and safe enough for me to be more open with things and, you know, share more with you and not have to keep my head down here as much, then I won't, you know. So I'll pull back the reins on things as I'm doing this, and then as I'm moving forward, as I let up the reins, get myself to a safe level. As I start to see danger, I'm going to slow myself down a bit. And then as I'm not seeing a danger, or at least, you know, I'm recognizing that I'm safe to be a little more open, I will be. And that really is, you know, the choice of the audience, to tell you the truth, is the more safe I am with you and the more safe you make me feel, the more I will be able to share with you. And it's not your fault. It's not your responsibility. But it is sure help. So. My life has been quite adventurous for the past half decade. Well, a little bit longer than that. And, you know, I'm finally to a point where things are stable. And, you know, I'm living this, I am living an exciting life, and it's good. But it doesn't come without its risks unless I'm safe about it. And so that's what I'm doing, is remaining responsible about it. And letting up the reins as I get in a better position to be able to provide more to you without having to put myself at a level of risk that really just isn't appropriate or fair for me or the people who are entrusting their safety to me, and vice versa. But, you know, as we get more comfortable with one another and things get more exciting and we're going off and doing what we're doing, I will more than likely be able to share more with you and not just be so, you know, tight-lipped about everything all the time. I don't know. I'm not worried about the filters. I prefer not to have a filter at all. So, yeah, I don't know. Not really my thing. Ariana, welcome to the broadcast. Aiden, what's up? How are you? Oslo, welcome to the broadcast. What's the plan for today? Are you going to show us tourist attractions? Okay, so in case you missed the video, I made a video and I threw it up on the socials. You know, like an IRL video as opposed to an AI video. And, well, here's the thing. Attractions cost money, right? And I am at a point where, due to the level of responsibility put in my hands, I have to evaluate the, you know, really I have to see how much it's worth. You know what I mean? Like, at this level, spending money on attractions is not really lucrative. And in order for me to be able to continue providing content to you and eat, you know, like actually like feed myself and have somewhere to sleep, I have to be selective about where I go and what I do and the things that we're going to see. So everybody's got their own thing going. It's just, I can't be relying financially on people to provide that content to you. You know, it's really just not my way of doing it. So, for now, you know, when we're going to the store or whatever we're doing, I'll go live with you when I can and we'll chat. And then, as things progress, the tips come in, the beans show up, and, you know, we get further along financially on a level that is taxable, then I can just start doing that, you know. And between us, my ultimate goal is to be able to drop most of what I'm doing that doesn't produce some form of a financial result that isn't on some level humanitarian, right? So like what I'm doing, if it's not producing income or helping people, I really want it off my plate. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if you have a house and you have somebody else's property in your house they're asking you to hold on to. It's like you don't mind as long as it's your friend. But I'm to the point where, I practically got a spare bedroom full of stuff just kind of sitting there, none of which belongs to me, that people ask me to keep an eye on. Doing that as much anymore because I got to clear that room. And, either put an Airbnb in it or, be able to invite somebody over if I want to, So that's where it's at with that. George, welcome to the broadcast. All right. I appreciate you. But, let's just not. All right. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be real with you. I can kind of sense your energy. I feel how you are. Not really liking your vibe, and you're super creepy. So I'm going to get rid of you. I hate to do it, but I just don't play this game anymore. I'm not the be nice to everybody all the time guy. And that's, you know what I mean? Like, I tell you, in the past, I used to block people, and I do it all the time. No word of lie, I block people all the time. And it wasn't no big deal to me. And then, the sensitive agenda set in, and everybody's trying to get me to be nice to everybody all the time. And I did my best with that, but things really did come to a point where I was walking on eggshells all the time for everybody else. And I thought, well, you know what I mean? I'd be nice to them, they'll be nice to me. I'm paying attention. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, no, remember, I've been doing this a long time. Yeah, no, I've walked it. Dude, I'm telling you, freaking, hanging my legs off the Grand Canyon, I've done some wild stuff, too.
I'm so sorry.
And then I come to a regular, good old-fashioned place, and boom, you know what I mean? So, but, no, when it comes to the live streaming, I walked the better part of the country. I've been, as far as being on camera, I pay attention quite a bit. And I don't, when I'm crossing the street, whatnot, I don't look down at the camera. No offense to anybody, but I'm not, views are a lot. I'm in a position where I can afford to give it a try and be there for people and just connect and open up. And I'll tell you what, I walked away with 4 friends in total, out of 4,000 people that I did that for. Mm-hmm. Maybe quite a bit more, to tell you the truth. And pretty much everybody else. I built a lot of connections and I made a lot of friends. And there are a lot of people that aren't too fond of me going back to the way I was in that way. But they still stick it out with me. They're just, they don't stay as close as they used to. But when it comes down to it, I was just losing more of me and the things that I want than what I found fair or appropriate. So I just went back to being me. And when I don't like how somebody's talking online or how they're treating me, I just block them. You know what I mean? In the past, I felt like I had to come up with a reason. I had to give somebody an excuse or give myself an excuse as to why I blocked somebody. And nowadays, I'm even more so that way than I was before. Before I'd be trying to calculate, well, should I block this person? Shouldn't I? And now it's just, time is money and energy is money. My attention is money, and my attention is valuable to those who are paying attention. So when people aren't respecting my time, attention, and energy, even if it doesn't fit, the social
James, stop! Nobody's paying you money.
I don't care. I just block them and I move on. And then 9 times out of 10, they'll make another account anyway and just watch in the background. But that's all right. I don't want to kick anybody out. It's just, 9 times out of 10 nowadays, when someone has something to say or they're being creepy or making me uncomfortable, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable over their behavior. I've realized that they're more than likely a person that's just going to make another account anyway, which is okay. Where it becomes concerning is where, and you may or may not see this happen as I'm broadcasting over the next couple of months, but I'll block enough of them, and then they'll come in as a group and start attacking me. And that gets annoying, but I now have, contingency plans, and I have people up in the background who can take care of that. And this is where it gets a little serious, and I hate to say it, but there are times when it gets real. and just online, not even in real life. And I have to protect the audience. I got to protect the fans from that. So when they're coming online and they're, coming in and harassing me and harassing the people that are chatting and sending messages to the fans, law enforcement gets involved or other people get involved and they end up in cuffs. So, that's just the way it is nowadays. But anyway, think of it this way. Like last night, I made a pretty heavy decision, and I had people looking at me. Like I made a decision online, and people in the audience are looking to me, and people that I commiserate with, who are also creators on the platforms, and they're like, "Well, is it me? Did I do something wrong?" Like, listen, if you're even asking the question, it wasn't you. You know what I mean? If you're thinking, "Oh God, man, I screwed up," you know what I mean? Then it was probably you. And if it wasn't, then you might just be a little nervous about it, maybe from past experience with me before I was too good at it, at knowing who I really should and shouldn't be, barring from my, the community at hand. Thanks, guys. Yeah, so, don't be nervous to be chatting or anything. You're good. Just
keep in mind that I caught him blocking someone in real time here.
I mean, really, what it comes down to, if you're the type that is going to say something you shouldn't, if you're the type that normally gets blocked somewhere, or you're having to create a new account or whatever it is, then when you come into my broadcast, it's probably best not to be chatting, because I am pretty traditional with that. And people get confused because, biologically, I'm the type of person that really is just fly by the seat of my pants and all that. I don't really care. And then, getting into the dirty of it. But I've worked really hard to build this platform properly and to maintain it appropriately. So when we're out there and we're having fun or doing something that's wild, I ain't going to be sitting on the comments. You know what I mean? Like, y'all are going to get to enjoy the content, and I won't really be worried about what you're saying at that point. I can take care of it later if I have to. But, as long as I'm like glued to the screen and I'm not necessarily doing anything, I'm just chatting with you, then, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty hard on it, pretty tough on it. So that's all. Amber Johnson, welcome to the broadcast. But, don't be nervous to be saying anything to me. Just realize there's also people that will come into the broadcast with the goal of getting you to block them in order to make you, the fan or the viewer, feel uncomfortable with commenting. Because there are people that, you know what I mean? They're just not right in the head, and this stuff does happen. And I don't like when they bait me in, because that, just so you know, that was a good bait. Because, metaphorically speaking, my teeth have sharpened up quite a bit over the past couple of years, and as opposed to the past where I was kind of just their punching bag, you know what I mean? I see them, and I see food, or I see money, or I see a resource that I can take from them. Like nowhere to lie. So, if you're not a bad person, if let me say it this way, if you're somebody that can manage yourself in the chat, then cool. But if you can't, like I'm now in a position in my life
Sorry about that,
I get to just
DJs.
about
The
anybody.
partner was
It don't matter.
talking.
It don't matter what relays they got going, what privacy they have. I'm to the point of being very connected, and I love
I'm
it.
right
It's
here.
absolutely wonderful because, I spent the better part of a decade just being in the dark and freaking, you know what I mean? Like fighting off what I can't see and, you know what I mean, online, and not really being able to do much about it. And now that I can, it's a very freeing feeling. So, I'm a defensive person, not an aggressive person. So when I have to defend myself, I don't actually really complain about it because I always get something out of it nowadays when I have to defend myself. It's not like what I get out of it is the lesson of learning how to have more patience and endurance. No, it's like I get paid. You know what I mean? So, I appreciate the candor. I appreciate the conversation. But, if you're nervous to be chatting with me, then maybe it's best that you don't. But if you have the courage, I'm here. What's 13? North Las Vegas Boulevard, North you have courage. But fear. The definition of courage is what? Not the absence of fear, it's the overcoming of. Yeah. There you go. There's your lesson of the day. Oh, what were they calling you? From Jethro. You want to say good morning? I think you did just say good morning. Good morning, Mr. Jethro. Signing in, signing out. Hell yeah. And if you heard that silence in between, that was Ghost saying good morning. That was my buddy over here saying good morning. So I was going to go live on another platform, but the rules of the platform are that you have to have over 100 followers, or excuse me, over 1,000 followers to go live.
Talking about TikTok.
I have access to live streaming, but I don't have 1,000. So it's not really fair. You know what I mean? Like, it's not appropriate for me to go live.
Talking about TikTok.
Going live, the reason they have the parameters is for the sake of like the proper identification. You know what I mean? Like, you get past 100,000 followers, the algorithm will pick up if they're fake. So, you get past 1,000 real followers, they say, okay, you're you. Go ahead and go live. But I have,
Hey, listen, the moment you go live on
the
TikTok,
platform has verified me, and so I have like 100 or so. But I'm not going live yet because, from my perspective, it's not very fair to anybody else that has to, get to 1,000 before they go live. So once I get to 1,000, I'll start going live on that platform. But until then, we'll stay here and hang out. Just be ready, all right? Make sure you get me on all the platforms because when we do reach the thresholds for going live on the mainstream platforms, then I will be. So I'll probably be doing a lot less here. Now the day's gonna come where I'll do multi-streaming. I'll have a little rig or something, but not yet. Yeah, I mean, I have to tell you, I'm enjoying not being chained to the phone. It's pretty nice, and I got no interest in ever being chained to it again for the rest of my life. So.
Liar.
I'm gonna take a nice and slow.
You're streaming right now.
Get online. Excellent.
Somebody, you look annoyed, Jimmy boy. You got no commentators in your chat? Maybe stop blocking people. Goofy.
I'll tell you what, we're not really saying anything and haven't since I blocked that guy. I hate to shut down, but, being that like 90% of you are complicit to like stealing my views and watching my videos from another broadcast illegally while they take my money and, literally rob me.
Shout out, Steve.
I'm going to have to come back later. All right.
Hey.
There's only so long I want to put up with it, and the feds are looking into it. And if I stay live while they're doing that, it makes me look complicit to them stealing from me. So,
Oh, no, Jimmy,
when y'all are
we're
ready
not
to
stealing. We're just enjoying you
be
from
less
the
criminal,
platform.
I
We
will
want
be
to
here.
give you a view.
But until then,
You whore cow.
I'm losing money by
Give me
spending
that
my battery
money.
being live when people ain't saying anything to me while stealing my money. So I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll be sniping you anytime, baby. All right. So that is that. There is one more thing, though, I actually want to show y'all before I go. Hey, look, Steve is live. Make sure you like and subscribe to Steve the Leave. Give him a like and subscribe. He's really good at the sniping more than I am. So there is one thing that I need y'all to see. Like and subscribe to Bridge, maybe in your DMs. And I want to say, see, you are beyond disgusting. And the fact that you whine and bitch that people harass you because you're a gay, elderly, blind man. Honey, you're just as a harasser as those who harass you. What makes you think that it's cute to call someone's job and to threaten them and call police? You know what she was doing during this time? She was getting a tattoo. She wasn't thinking about you. I think that you're jealous of AJ because you want to be like AJ because she's everything that you're not. She's pretty, she's free, she's kinky, and she's herself. You people want to say that that AJ's messy. I think we all could be messy, and that could be true. Has she lied on certain things? Yeah. But the more I get to know her, it seems some of that stuff is a little bit fabricated, though. Just a little. You know she was reviewing someone else's stream covering you, right, Wiggy Boy? We weren't even talking about you much. We were talking about animals. You need to understand, people are allowed to talk about other people. You included. Just like how people are allowed to talk about me. And trust me, I've been through the ringer. You can't sue everyone talking about you. As long as they're not calling you those red flag words, I say let them talk about you. You don't have to be a little prissy bitch about it. You're pathetic.
Rainbow, I do that. Sweetheart. Okay, so Rainbow, I do that. I do a pre-party show. Thank you, Danielle. Every time I do a pre-party show, I drink the same amount. Always. This is me. Is it funny? Not really. You want me to be this way? I will. I'll do this. How's this? How's that? How's the go fuck yourself? I don't care. I don't care. I don't. How's if you can only listen to one song? Oh my gosh, one song. Next time we'll do the math. Try to get a laugh out of you guys. And some people like to, oh, I'm so rude. Okay. I'm from fucking New York. I am from fucking New York.
Baby, you're from upstate New York. Get that right. I'm from motherfucking New York, baby.
You guys, at the end of the day, we don't do that here. Go to AJ's stream. You can go to other people's stream. And by the way, AJ, actually, you're not gonna like who I called today.
And Hussy, don't be mad when someone does that to you. Food for thought. So when someone does it, what you just did to AJ directly back at you, don't start whining and crying and saying, I'm gonna sue everybody. True word. Where's that trail? I don't want to hear it. So when this happens to you, don't come crying. I really think that you took it too far with AJ. She hasn't even done anything to you. She has a right to react to you. She has a right to respond to you. She didn't call you any name in the book. She's not responsible for how other people feel about you. Food for thought.
So I walked away from my friendship with AJ, along with several other people. But she cannot stop talking about me for months. And when I say months, I mean like 6 months, 7 months. And she encourages people to bully, harass, slander, defame me and other people that she doesn't like. I have asked her to stop multiple times, and she's laughed at it. Then I called her husband at his job because she wouldn't stop. Not to harass, not to have him fired, simply to say, please have him to call me. He knows me very well. So I said, hi, my name is so-and-so. Please tell this man to call me. Can we take a message? Now, I didn't want to say, oh, his wife is acting like a fucking lunatic. So I said, no message. But he knows me as Hussy. Tell him to call me. Okay. So I did this several times. Several. Thank you for the super chat. What are you drinking? I'm drinking repeat vodka. Much love. I'm drinking vodka also. Thank you, honey. Thank you for the super chat, sweetheart. So, I called several times for the job because she wouldn't listen to me. But I didn't want to get them fired. I don't want to ruin their life. I just said hi.
So this is just a snippet of what's going on, but we're going to do a recap of this later, but I just want to give you guys a taste. I gotta go. Always remember, be kinky, be perfect, be vanilla. Consent is key. Okay, Degens. Next. Sorry about that. Okay. Next on the list is Bridge may be in your DMs. Please like and subscribe to them. Okay. Sorry about the noise. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, here we go.
Rainbow, I do love you, sweetheart. Okay, so you guys, every time I do a pre-party show, thank you, Danielle, honey. Every time I do a pre-party show, I drink the same amount. Always. This is me. Is it funny? Not really. No. You want me to be this way? I will. I'll be this way.
Hmm.
How's use this? How's use that? How's use that? Go fuck yourself. I don't care. I don't. How's if you can only listen to one song? Look what baby. Oh my gosh, one song? I don't know the song, but it would probably be something from Britney Spears. Something from Britney Spears. All right, so I'm not going to act like I'm drunk, and usually towards the end of the stream, I am more drunk, right? Because I finished what I'm drinking. So here we are. So for all those people that are saying, oh, Huzzy is this, Huzzy is that, okay. You need to take your bra off? Well, go ahead, honey. Yeah, I was gonna do another goal for how many guys I've been with since we did the girls, right? Next time we'll do the men. Huzzy is fun no matter what. Thank you, honey. You know, I try to be fun. I try to poke fun of myself. I try to act stupid. I listen. I do what I have to do to make you laugh, and that is my goal. That is my goal.
Right.
Sometimes I may be rude, but I do as a comedian. I call myself a comedian, not a comedian, but I call myself a comedian because the goal is to make you guys laugh. So I do what I have to do to try to get a laugh out of you guys. And some people like to, oh, I'm so rude. Okay. I'm from fucking New York. I am from fucking New York.
I hate when I try to stream and people are very interruptive. Stuff like that.
You guys, at the end of the day,
This is why I stream when nobody's around.
I love all of you. I love myself. I love the community that we have built. I have no complaints. Even for the haters, hey, you're okay. Go find peace in your life. I don't have. We don't do that here. We don't do that. That's why we ignore. We ignore. Here's one thing that I don't want. I don't want you to leave with your blood pressure hitting the sky, hitting the roof. I don't want that. You can go to AJ's stream. You can go to other people's stream. And by the way, AJ, actually, you're not going to like who I called today.
See something.
So, I was with go fuck yourself. I don't care.
Sorry about that.
I don't. Huzzy, if you can only listen to one song, what would it be? Oh my gosh, one song? I don't know the song, but it would probably be something for Britney Spears. Something for Britney Spears. All right, so I'm not going to act like I'm drunk, and usually towards the end of the stream, I am more drunk, right? Because I finished what I'm drinking. So here we are. So for all those people that are saying, oh, Huzzy is this, Huzzy is that, okay. You need to take your bra off? Well, go ahead, honey. Yeah, I was gonna do another goal for how many guys I've been with since we did the girls, right? Next time we'll do the men. Huzzy is fun no matter what. Thank you, honey. You know, I try to be fun. I try to poke fun of myself. I try to act stupid. I listen. I do what I have to do to make you laugh, and that is my goal. That is my goal. Sometimes I may be rude, but I do as a comedian. I call myself a comedian. I'm not a comedian, but I call myself a comedian because my goal is to make you guys laugh. So I do what I have to do to try to get a laugh out of you guys. And some people like to, oh, I'm so rude. Okay. I'm from fucking New York. I am from fucking New York. You guys, at the end of the day, I love all of you. I love myself. I love the community that we have built. I have no complaints. Even for the haters, hate me. You're okay. Go find peace in your life. I don't have. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. That's why we ignore. We ignore.
Please subscribe to Bridge Made Me in your DMs
Here's one thing
for this amazing clip.
that I don't want. I don't want you to leave with your blood pressure hitting the sky, hitting the roof. I don't want that. You can go to AJ's stream. You can go to other people's stream. And by the way, AJ, actually, you're not going to like who I called today. So I walked away from my friendship with AJ, along with several other people. But she cannot stop talking about me for months. And when I say months, I mean like 6 months, 7 months. And she encourages people to bully, harass, slander, defame me and other people that she doesn't like. I have asked her to stop multiple times, and she's laughed at it. Then I called her husband at his job because she wouldn't stop. Not to harass, not to have him fired, simply to say, please have him to call me. He knows me very well. So I said, hi, my name is so-and-so. Please tell this man to call me. Could we take a message? Now, I didn't want to say, oh, his wife is acting like a fucking lunatic. So I said, no message. But he knows me as Hussy. Tell him to call me. Okay. So I did this several times. Several.
Here's the thing, though. You ever thought, and I said this in Val's chat yesterday, Hussy, you ever wonder why they never got back to you so many times? Do you ever think that her husband probably already told them about you? You do realize while you're doing all this shit, AJ was doing a tattoo. And Wafters said this, and this is true. People are allowed to criticize you. Just like people are allowed to criticize all of us. That is not a crime. As far as I'm concerned, AJ has not called you a pred or a PDF and any of that. She's just basically criticizing you. And FYI, she was reviewing a stream that Worst did about you, right? And while she was doing that 12-hour stream, we were talking about different topics. It wasn't just about you. Food for thought.
Thank you for the super chat. What are you drinking? I'm drinking wheat vodka. Much love. I'm drinking vodka also. Thank you, honey. Thank you for the super chat, sweetheart. So, I called several times for the job because she wouldn't listen to me. But I didn't want to get him fired. I don't want to ruin their life. I just said, hi. So my name is Ken. Can you please have him call me?
Oh, sure. Hold on. Hold the presses. Fuck. Hold the presses. Let's go. I know what that means.
You know, it's like things kind of have to level up. So if we're chatting, I'm good. No matter what we're chatting, I will sit here and talk to you all day. Likes or no likes, or beans, gifts or no gifts. I'll sit here and chat with you. As long as I got the battery life. But without chatting, the likes keep me here for a while. Live. Beans and the gifts, yeah, that's big time. Because you know what I mean. Like that pays the bills. That helps too. Well, I mean, realistically, it's like it helps. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna complain. But as long as we're sitting and talking, and that's I'm here. Kratos, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for likes. See, the thing I don't like about
I gotta give them the high here and there.
Is they need to show the amount of likes you get on the profile. Because that on Periscope, that was the biggest draw. You know what I mean? That was one of the best things. Because, you could actually see the interaction and know how much people are interacting. And, Vigo's done pretty good with getting rid of people who are using the auto clickers, so it's real. So, next step is they should show how many likes you get, because I like that. That's fun for me, because it's a thing that I can, engage with you on, and it was a big factor of drawing people together and getting them motivated. Tap the screen, and then you see the results on the profile. You know what I mean? And it was something where it doesn't cost money. You know what I mean? You're investing your time and energy into me. And then the results for the time and energy you're investing are showing on the profile. So, the interaction does get us up into rankings. Tapping on the screen gets us up into rankings so that more people come into broadcast, there's more conversation. And then the live stream is more fun. That's pretty much it. It's important to remember, live broadcast is very high pressure. Okay. So like, even for me, it's pretty high pressure. And there's some people where, you know what I mean? Like, they make it their full living and whatnot. And Ariana, welcome to the broadcast. It's not my living, and I'm not trying to make it my living. So I do come in here specifically for you. I come on here specifically for you to give your feedback and for you to, talk to me. And I will then, chat with you about whatever you'd like to chat about, as long as I feel like chatting about it. It's just a matter of appreciation. It's like, I'm in a position where I have my video post and I have my thing I'm doing and I have my own life beyond all that. And I come on here and I am investing, admittedly some pretty high value time in private. Like, it's not that I'm not supposed to be on here. It's just that, I'm pretty much giving away my time for free. And, now financially speaking, my time is worth quite a bit of money. And that matters. I have to take that into account. Okay. Because if I'm on here and we're not chatting, I have a lot of people that lose a lot of money. So, you know what I mean? Now that I'm on that level in society, if we're not chatting, then they're losing money. So, hi, Erica. How are you? So, you know what I mean? If you want to keep me live, and I tell you, I like being live. No matter how I'm acting or behaving or whatever, I do wholeheartedly enjoy being live. It's a lot of fun for me. No matter the stress, it's that much fun for me that I don't mind doing it at all. And Dances, I'll read your comment one moment. So I'm about to head out to the West Coast and travel north, right? I'm going to go follow the coast. That's pretty stressful, pretty tough, but a lot of fun. I compare it to live stream where, it's a very high cost, but it's like super worth it. You know what I mean? So if I could combine the two and we're actually chatting with each other while I'm live on the road, that'd be cool too. What I'm trying to do now is chill with you, and then, we can get acquainted and get to know each other before I get on the road, instead of like sitting here and like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to say anything, talk to me, and then we'll get out on the road and we'll know one another better.
Again,
before I get there.
Like and subscribe to Steve Believe, who is live right
once
now.
Once I get out there, I'm walking,
the main
and I really don't,
James
I'm not going to
Saroka
have as
Sniper.
much time to interact. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be showing you the environment. We'll have some conversations, but realistically, I'm going to invest a lot more time into the environment that I'm in because I enjoy it. You know what I mean? And that is part of what I do. So while I'm here and I got nothing but time, because I really don't. Like, I got my plane ticket. I'm sitting here and I got nothing else to do. And pretty much every day is just me posting, producing as much content as I can for you. And then, like, that's it. You know what I mean? And because now with this AI, the digital world is so easy, I have a lot of time on my hands. And I would rather invest my time into you and sit here and chat and get to know each other and, build the community firsthand instead of just letting the internet do it for itself. You know what I mean? Like, while the platforms are still small and, followers and all that are finding their way to the accounts.
No, I was gonna say
I like to make sure that we have a wholesome community.
I don't want to.
You know what I mean?
I try to keep it to that because, like, he's like I said before, he's block
things
heavy.
Do get big.
Hi, mom.
We can have a clique.
You know what I mean? They don't want to smell your butt, Flannel.
Or a big group that
my cat is sitting on my phone. I don't think Jimmy wants to smell your booty.
Just,
hey, cat
here's the face. You know what I mean? It's like, that's cool, right? You have to have that, and I'm gonna have that, and I do have that. But like, I don't want to give up on the audience. You know, like between us, you know, I've met celebrities, I've met famous people, I've met people in the music industry and in the social media industry. And when it comes down to it, once they give up that personal relationship with the audience, no matter how big they get, that's when they either fall off or they have to make these big deals with people for a very low amount of money that, like, you know what I mean? There's no point in it. So, like, as far as where the income comes from, I'm not worried about that. You know what I mean? Like, no offense to anybody, but I leave that up in the air because I've lived without money and I'm actually pretty good with it. And I'm not bad at it. So wherever the money comes from, it'll come. I'm not thinking about it. But I want to have a wholesome community where we can chat and get to know each other. And I don't have like a charge on it, like a financial, like, hey, you have to pay to get in or you have to pay. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to have what we used to have, you know what I mean? Just on a more intimate level. Because in the past, I had the live streaming going. Everyone who's commenting, thank you for the comments. I will be answering your comments. So I know it's like 2 of you, but I'm excited. You know what I mean? No different than the beginning. 1 or 2 people talking, I get excited. Like, doesn't take much more than that for me. You know, no different in real life. I got 1 or 2 people I'm talking to. That's cool. The more people, all right. You know what I mean? As long as I'm cool with those people. And then with the internet, even if it's people that I normally wouldn't be cool with, it's like I don't see whatever you got going on that I may not, you know what I mean, like jive with in real life. And there's that barrier where we can get to know each other, even if in real life we normally wouldn't, you know what I mean? Which I really like. I think that's awesome. But as far as doing this, you know, in the past we had this big community, but it was all public, you know what I mean? Like, and that's okay. It was okay anyway for a short time. But the lesson I learned is that there has to be privacy. There has to be boundaries. And I want to make sure that we could build an intimate community where we can have, you know, maybe I'll make a Discord or something. I have a Discord, actually. Not that there's like not anybody in it. And most of the people that try to join are haters. You know what I mean? They're just like trying to get in there and like, hey, free content so I can make money off your name kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I didn't really put too much effort into that. I figure building the public community first is important. Before it goes too far, I want to make sure that we have a group of people and we can build that group of people, get moderators, get people that I can trust and that trust me that are going to kind of weed out the drama. You know what I mean? Because I see a lot of creators who do have wholesome communities and are building their platforms. And you know what I mean? I have more respect for them than I have for a lot of the bigger names because they're putting in the effort, putting in the work, and making it worth it for the people that are following along. And then on top of that, I see them lasting longer. From my perspective, it's my submission that they're going to last longer as creators and as, you know, whether it be famous celebrities, people of that nature, because, you know, they have people backing them up and people they can back up that aren't just family who are going to be there for them and that they can be there for as they grow. And so when the waves come and the wind comes through, that you're not getting blown away or I'm not getting blown away. You know what I mean? So it's important. Dancy says, I imagine it's kind of stressful live streaming just a watcher. Okay. Well, I'm just a watcher too. You know what I mean? Like in real life, I'm actually pretty much like a viewer. I'm not really much of an online guy or like even a live stream guy. But during a time in my life where I got forced into it, I ended up getting really good at it. And so, you know, I figure since I have this skill and I enjoy your company, I might as well put the work into it and build a community.
Bullshit.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, hold on. Hold, please.
Yeah, sorry. What do you call it? I'm working on getting a better battery for my to keep the phone running so I can live stream more. The battery I got, every now and again, the contacts don't connect on the phone, and so the battery will start draining. So I went down to 20%. I just had to take care of that quick. Matthew, what's up? Where's Jethro? I don't know. What I'll say is, you know, these guys are pretty cool. It's just like I have to at least bring one person with me, you know, as long as they can still want to come. But I'm starting to see that I might have taken on a little more than I planned on. I don't know yet. I'm just going to give it time. You know, I mean, I got an entire month to think about it, and they have an entire month to kind of like adapt into the way that I'm doing it. And, you know, I'm also
Correction,
dealing with
he
some
wants
pretty
their money.
independent personalities. So, such as my, you know, similar to how I am.
Money.
So, we'll work things out as much as we can. If I see that there's going to be like discrepancies or issues that keep me from being here with you, keep me from
I'll be
enjoying
back.
the
I have
trip,
to do a potty break.
then,
I got to party.
you know, I'm going to be more selective from that point. But as of right now, you know, things are going pretty smooth. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that I have a couple people coming along, but not 100% on it at this point. So, oh, we're going. And then as soon as that was secure, you know, things, it's good though, because, you know, you have to get to know people. I have to get to know people. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, as of right now, we're good. It's just, you know me, for those of you that have been around for a while, I'm really selective when it comes to the company that I keep. And, you know, I can be rather scrupulous about it. And a lot of people don't like that, and I don't care. You know, I survived this long and made it to this point because I'm that way. So we'll see what happens. I do recognize that I have to open up a little bit. I have to be a little more accepting. I have to be a little more commiserative and be open, you know, like be more open to people. But I'm also trying to be cautious just from past experience. Thanks for the hearts. Matthew says you can travel with Della. I don't know who Della is. Who's the nicest celebrity I've met? Believe it or not, I would say Brad Pitt. No word of lie. You know, a lot of people have things to say about Brad Pitt, but of all the celebrities I've met, he's actually one of the nicest. I don't know if people are just catching him on a bad day or they're, you know, acting like typical fans or typical, you know, like social leeches. You know what I mean? These people that look at a guy like him and they kind of just see the fame piece of it, you know, and they're like, oh, or maybe they can't, you know what I mean? That's the other thing too, is like when it comes to like being starstruck, some people literally can't help it. So it's not their fault. But you know, my interaction with him is pretty cool. And then George Clooney. Oh my gosh, is that dude cool? You know what I mean? Like there's certain people in the celebrity space that they, how do you say? They're like a movie character in real life, but it's their true personality. They're not faking it, right? And it's not just from acting. It's like they're literally just that cool. And George Clooney on that list. Travis Kelce. I like Taylor Swift. I don't know how I feel about this Travis guy. It's just, the thing is, you know, maybe just because, you know, Taylor is from the same place I'm from, same area, about an hour and a half away. And, you know, like I recognize her personality. And then this Travis guy, I see his angles. And that wasn't the first thing I looked for. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, give him a chance. I don't like it. And just because wherever you're from, you know, a lot of the time you have a connection with those people or you care about those people and you have instincts for them a little bit more. Yeah, the thing is happiness is fleeting, you know, and knowing, you know, recognizing her personality and recognizing how he is and the things he's up to. You know, it's just.
I'm back. I have to go to the bathroom.
This is what I see. If she goes all the way through with it, which genuinely, I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, but I really hope she doesn't. Being happy is important. Being at peace is more important. You know, that woman has spent the better part of her life being alone. And, you know, she's done the socializing and all that. But, you know, not much different than myself. She's rather reclusive and to herself. And, you know, 1 second, I need to get a plate. And, yeah, a guy pulling up, going slow just to take a look at me sitting here. I got your plate. What more do you want? I don't joke around, dude.
Stop lying. You don't even have a plate. You have your phone in
Keep
your
going.
vape.
All right. Anyway. Yeah, the thing with him is I don't trust him. And they have gone pretty fast. And I'm not comfortable with that either. And I have personal experience too, you know what I mean? It's like you learn your lesson. It's like it's important to take it slow. Like it doesn't, you know what I mean? There's those instances, and I don't want to compare it to something so low, but like getting struck by lightning or you know, winning the lottery. There are things that, you know what I mean? There's a pretty low chance, but they could happen. You know, and falling in love and loving somebody and getting so close so quick, all that, it does happen. It's just about as rare as winning the lottery or getting struck by lightning. So, you know, I'm not too comfortable with the decision they've made so far. That's my personal standpoint. I think the point's going to come where she wants her space, and he's going to give it to her in a way she doesn't like. And I mean, I see that plain as day. So, you know, personality resemblances and things of that nature. I see that. And the thing is, to be totally honest, he's not mature enough. And, you know, I think she's going to end up having to mother him more so than be his wife. And I don't want to see that for her unless that's what she wants. And, you know, that's as a fan, you know what I mean? Just as a fan, that I share my opinion, and as somebody who comes from the same area. So that's my stance on it. Well, I think he's up to, I ain't saying it's really heavy stuff, you know, but it's not a matter of thinking, it's a matter of knowing. And, you know, I'm pretty deep in there, if you will, and I don't feel comfortable discussing it. But if you see like the color of my face changing, you know, literally, I feel sick just talking about it. You know, ain't nobody making me sick. Like, it's literally on instinct that I feel sick talking about it. So, yeah, it's just, I think she's ready for, like, that part of her life, if you will. But, you know, I'm going to share in all honesty, with genuine emotion, that I don't feel that she chose the right one. That's my stance. So I'm going to support her. I'm going to back her up as a fan. And as a local, if you will, but personal level, for what I know of her, and for what I know him, I would love for, you know, something to happen in such a fashion that they could have a healthy split. But I'm not pushing that direction. I'm not wishing that upon them. You know, if this is what she wants to do, then I want her to do it. But, you know, what it really comes down to is making sure that this woman is fully evaluated, that this is the person that she wants to, you know, potentially make life with. That's what I really mean, you know, is when it comes down to it, people get together, they're usually either interested in having kids or they're, you know, maybe they make life on accident, if you will. And it's a pretty big thing, you know, as most of you know, more than likely. It's a pretty big deal, and not a deal. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a deal. And, you know, she's been so immersed in that business world for so long. And when it comes to a kid, it doesn't matter if you're rich, if you're poor, what social life you live or anything. You know, we're all human beings, and we have something inside us that changes when we have a kid. And, you know, when you have a kid, you do change. And when you have your entire life wrapped up in a certain fashion, and then you have a kid, depending on what that change is like, it doesn't matter how secure your life is, how big it is, whatever it might be, it changes your whole world. So, and that's like unequivocally, it changes your whole world. Even if your environment doesn't change, You know what I mean? Because you're able to stabilize that or get the proper support to stabilize it. It does change your entire life. Having a child changes your entire life. So, that's where the real concern comes in. Is just from what I've seen of her entire life, she's an absolutely wonderful person. And, she's had her times where she's been tough and rough, just like all of us, But at the end of the day, I get nervous because there's a lot of people that have fallen off when they get to this point in their life, technically me included, to be totally honest. And I'm getting back on, obviously. It's just a pretty heavy hit when you don't do it right. But I don't want to see that for her. You know what I mean? Like, there's literally millions and millions of people that rely on her as a pillar and a stable in society and in their life. You know what I mean? Like, the Taylor Swift fans are some of the biggest, like biggest fans on the planet. Like, when it comes to loyalty and commitment, they're some of the most committed people on the planet. Literally, like, her fan base is like pretty stuck on her, And there's a lot of people that put like personal stock into her. Never in my life did I think I'd be that guy. Yeah, no offense to anyone. I spent the better part of 25, 26 years not really being into any of it. And then I get to that point and, I gave in. I'm like, all right, I'm in, so I stick up for her. I look out for this woman, so it's personal. All right. It's a little personal. But not a Swiftie. No offense to anybody. I'm a fan of some of her music, sort of a fan of her on a personal level. And then, there's the connection through upbringing, in a similar area, similar people. And so take those three, and that's enough for me that I, put personal stock into it. So that, this guy coming along and jumping in with him so quick, if her and I were blood, I'd have a lot more to say. I'll leave it at that. If we were closer blood, I'd have a lot more to say than I have to say right now. We've been together nearly 3 years now. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Is what's to be accounted for is when people are living bigger lives and they have a lot more distractions. Spending 3 years with somebody without a whole lot going on and just a regular structured life is 3 years. You know what I mean? Or at least maybe like a year and a half, right? Me personally, I don't count the time that I have to, you know what I mean? Like, you're together with that person, but realistically, it's like you got a lot going on, and it's, you know what I mean? It's to really say 3 years is to say a lot. And with the amount of distractions they have and whatnot, at least personally with my experience and my witness is I would equivocate the time they've been together to about 2 to 3 months, maybe 5 months.
Technically, really, to be honest,
when it comes
he hasn't
to
hinted he had schizophrenia,
so,
but he has hinted
from my standpoint, the way that I see it,
but
they've
not
been
a doctor,
together and getting to know each other.
It seems to me he just
for
looks
like
like
he's
having manic episodes.
And well, I can tell you, not exactly the best move. But that's how I see it. So, what I will say is she is a woman who knows how to stay in control and knows how to maintain herself. So I'm sure she'll be fine either way. That's how I see it. Now, with that said, whatever goes on, I ain't gonna be sticking up for the guy.
Capone, I can basically pull a
what
Fallon
I can see is that he is
say,
intelligent.
He's not stupid. He knows how to
play dumb, but he's not stupid. So if things don't work out,
I could pull a Fallon on you.
The victim's card, just due to her prowess. Ironically, normally I'll side with the underdog, but I will continue siding with her even if things don't go proper, because I see that he knows better, than to.
I wonder who you're interested in.
Not handle it responsibly or to get into it at all, knowing that it won't work out. So we'll see what happens. People say, "Oh, there's certain things you can't get out of and things like that."
What Fallon's name is going to be Falloon,
when it
because
comes
he's a
to
loon.
that topic, because when it comes to having control of my life and maintaining control of my person and
Honestly, I don't know
social
who the fuck he's
personality
aiming
as
for.
well,
He's nuts.
it's kind of
Yeah,
a thing where,
you.
if the commitment is improper and it's not appropriate and the other party isn't holding up to their end of the commitment, and that factor is important, only then I will back out of something. And I'm very good at doing that. If I have to back out of something, I will. And, when someone's not holding up their end of commitment, they'll turn around and try to gaslight you and all that, but I don't go for that. I see someone trying to gaslight me when I'm not holding up to a commitment with them as their confession to not holding up their end of the commitment with me. If somebody puts a big commitment on me and then they deprioritize me and they don't uphold their end of the bargain or their end of the deal or their end of the situation, I don't know. The way I see it, I don't know them anything. And until they start, until they start holding up their end of the deal, then it stays that way. And if they start to retaliate, what they see as retaliation, as though they're owed something, then, I back up even further. And if things come to the point where they say that they are owed more for keeping up the same commitment in a time frame that is still, validating interest on whatever the commitment was, then that's kind of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm out. I'm like, I'm good. And when you're ready to pay me in full with interest, plus the amount of time that I had to wait for that money or whatever it might be, and then, it's over. Anyway, Dennis just says, oh, I said, really fine. Can't see was an ulterior motive. Might be. What's up, Brooke? Working. Yeah, right? How are you? Lucy, thanks for liking. Yeah, at this point in my life, it's like I realize that people look at me silly for putting this firsthand. Excuse me. But I have come to a point in my life due to commitments that I have that, getting a regular job isn't a possibility. It's not even just not on the table. It's literally not a possibility. I don't think people understand that. I've had people try to push me into college, push me into getting a career. Online college, doing it on my own, not being in classrooms, that's a possibility. I could probably swing that somehow. But, regular job, things like that, even an online job outside of a team, not very much possibility for reasons having to do with alternate commitments I have financially. That's okay. Anyway, yeah, but as far as ulterior motives, yeah, I mean, I couldn't possibly imagine what his interest might be. Yeah, I'm joking. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? I literally don't care. Like, it's none of my business. You know what I mean? And that's what I really mean by that is, like, I know what he's doing. I know what he's up to. I recognize her angle and the reason I'm siding with her, the main reason beyond all of the favor, the main reason I'm siding with her is because her ulteriors, her potential, and that's the other thing is like their potential ulteriors, right? She's not like immediately building a backup plan, right? The potentiality of what may pass in the negative is something she's prepared for and wouldn't and won't activate unless necessary, should she be, betrayed, if you will. So that's why I'm on her side, because her main agenda isn't an agenda, right? She genuinely wants to get married. You know what I mean? And like, that's awesome, because that's how it's supposed to be. That's how people are supposed to be. And I'm going to say it, it's like the more enjoyable things of this life. And money, power, fame, whatever it might be, these things that people crave. She has so much of that. And she is still genuine. And that is so hard to come by. And I'll tell you something else that cracks me up is seeing Taylor Swift and Donald Trump fight. Oh, that cracks me up. It blows my mind, because both of them are wholesome, genuine people. And I can tell you that from personal experience and personal viewpoints and analysis, if you will, or, and all the rest of it. So they're both very good people in their own right, in their own way. And they just fight like cats and dogs, What I don't like, all right, so I gotta say, that Sabrina Carpenter, I've listened to, I got like a song or two of hers. I think I have like one song of hers on my, on my playlist for my music. Her music's kind of explicit, you know what I mean? Like, and a lot of it can be rough, but her as a person, I very, very much like her as a person. So I follow along with what she does here and there when it pops up when her content pops up in my feed. But I didn't like that video. I didn't like that Trump was making fun of her. I didn't like that. Didn't like it. I thought it was very unbecoming and totally unnecessary and kind of over the top. You know what I mean? And I've been waiting some time to say that. I just didn't want to say it publicly. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, how do I bring that up? Didn't know how. So I kind of just out with it. Hurt my feelings quite a bit personally. Probably, you know what I mean? She's a pretty tough girl, but it's important to remember that, there's a possibility she might be bottling that up. And, any retaliation may be something she's getting pushed into. And, I really don't like that he said that about her and put those videos up and stuff. It really upset me because that's somebody I care about quite a bit. So, it's just I've made some pretty serious personal investments into that woman to quite honestly keep her alive and also to fight off some things that weren't good for her. That she's also from where I'm from, and I'm just not too happy about him doing that because I was siding with him and sticking up for him, and then he came out with that. And I wasn't too happy about that. It's pretty tough because for me personally, Mark, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for following. I dabble on both ends. You know what I mean? Like I have friends and coworkers, if you will, and like people that just people that I care about on both sides of the fence. When I see the ones I care about the most fighting, it gets to me. You know what I mean? Like it really just flips my world upside down, makes me very unhappy. So, I'm thankful for when they get along. And especially when I see that those particular people getting along is going to make the world a much better place. I consider it a serious tragedy when they start picking on each other and going at each other's throats. I'm literally like, I won't go live. I won't be making content. Like I'll shut it down. I get emotional. I actually get pretty upset about it. I've become rather invested in these people. You know what I mean? I don't put myself in anybody. You guys know me. For those of you that know me for a long time, it's like I'm a very individualistic person. And I don't make personal investments on this level with people. And now I have, and I'm learning how to manage them. Manage manage the emotions. I'm learning how to manage the emotions that come with really putting this much into people and caring this much about people. So seeing people that I care about deeply going at each other's throats and not really recognizing how much damage they're doing to each other for the sake of whatever the reasoning is, it hurts. You know what I mean? And my personal recommendation, although it's very unwelcome, but I don't much care because I've had plenty of people, especially in those spaces, impose their will upon me and then let me know that I'm wrong for not being okay with them doing it. These people that I care about, sometimes people in my own family, is fight the power. I'm not even joking about it. Is if push comes to shove and they're trying to get you to fight with somebody that you care about and that matters to you, stick together and you find that guy or you find that person wherever they're at and you kick their butt. I'm dead serious. I'm not even joking. If you and your friend are at odds and you're at odds because somebody's putting you at odds, you band together, you pay attention, be smart because you ain't stupid. Trust your instinct, trust your intuition.
It'll be interesting, Jimmy, if you can actually put the same energy in getting a job.
And you go to the person creating a problem for the two of you. You put them in their place, whatever it takes. And you say, hey, are you up for reasoning about what you did to us? And if not, are you ready for a beating? And that's real life. I hate to say it, but that's real life. People say, oh, we'll make something out of it. I don't care. I don't care. because that's how it is. It's not about how it's supposed to be. It's how it is. Forcing people to be a certain way isn't going to make them that way. It's a great way to make sure they never become that way. And if you really want people to change, you got to facilitate that change yourself. And, you know, there's a lot of people that'll have heckling and complaints about the way things are, what people say, until you're doing it yourself. And until really you're putting your own on the line to get it done or to change things. It's not your place, you know, and sometimes you got to remind people it ain't their place to be making those decisions. So that's the way it is. I've stood up to some pretty serious people in my day so far.
That's a lie.
Facing pretty serious consequences throughout my life for standing up for people I care about.
Yeah, by beating your
And I haven't even
moms
gotten
and going
started
to prison.
So by the time I'm done, you know, the people that are making the decisions aren't going to be there anymore. I'm not even joking. Like me and people I care about are getting them replaced with people who actually want to facilitate genuine change or who are willing to stick up for the way things already are, instead of these fake, weird people that are being sent in by people that don't care at all. Bro, welcome to the broadcast. So, you know, they say, oh, he's a freedom fighter, he's this, he's that. I'm like, no, actually, that's not what it's about. It comes down to, it doesn't even come down to standing up for what's right. It's about doing what makes sense and not making it, you know what I mean? The moment somebody's correcting my grammar, I know that they have a problem. I see it as guilt. You know, I get suspicious when someone tries to correct me. I really do. Because, you know, I'm me. I don't need to be changed. And most of my behaviors, my decisions, my thought processes, they match my personality. And they're supposed to. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to be you. You're not supposed to be somebody else. Unless you're maybe acting, right? So, that's what it comes down to for me is I stay true to myself. I stay honest with myself.
When we're done, we might have to do something else because it seems
when people try to flip that on me or do something with it, I give them the ride of their life. So I mostly do it on my own. That's okay. But I'm thankful for when I don't have to.
Oh, shit.
I am going to go see how my buddy's doing and just make sure not to put the camera on everybody hanging out. And then it looks like there might be, I don't think they're doing anything. It's people just standing there. I was hoping that there's like people in line or food or something. Because I am hungry. But because Miss Snowboard, welcome to the broadcast. Because we're leaving in, I say this like every day, but we're going in a month, right? So I wanted to be prepared, and I thought, well, let me eat less, let me sleep less, let me get myself ready. Because once we're out there, it's going to be a bit more.
After this, we're going to watch our latest video.
Brooke says that's what she said. I don't know what we're referring to right now because I'm on that track with what I'm saying. But in a minute. I was trying to get ready, mentally prepared, physically prepared. And it's not a possibility in this environment. The level of suggestibility and susceptibility that sets in when you push yourself to that limit is not fair, appropriate, or really a healthy possibility on any level in an urban environment. And that's what I've come to accept. I fought back on it pretty hard, just trying to do things the way I want to do them. And it's not a possibility. So, actually, I tell you what I'm probably going to do is I'll shut this down and I'm going to go hang out with my guys, see what's going on. And I'll talk to you soon. All right. Why a month? Because I got a less expensive ticket. I got a plane ticket that's less expensive because I got it a month out.
Oh, shut up, Jimmy boy.
And also so that I could be mentally prepared for leaving and actually getting, because you know what I mean. I'm not just going somewhere. It's been like 2 years that I've just been comfortable, and I don't want to be anymore. I want to go back and live my life. So, I'm giving myself a month to mentally prepare for going back to the way things were in that way. And that's what I want. There's going to be improvements. There's going to be better things that come with it. But for the most part, I'm going to be facing some pretty serious, past experience, if you will. Like in my mind, I'm gonna have to like power through the experience from past experiences that I've had in a similar environment. So I want to mentally prepare myself for that.
Mommy.
But I'll talk to you soon, bro. You can message me about that. That's what she said. I don't know. I missed that. But I'm gonna go. I really appreciate you hanging out. I know, like numbers are high. Y'all are here. We're chatting. We're having fun. We're hanging out. What I've learned from past experience when it comes to the live streams is to end it when things are good. Right? Things are good now. It's just around. It's just about 7:30, and I'm sure that people are eager today, and me too. So I'm gonna go and live the day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for all the conversation. Seriously, thank you. I really enjoyed talking to you this morning, and you actually did make my morning better. So thank you. I woke up, I was not in a very good mood, and y'all brought my mood up this morning. So thank you.
All right. So that was fun. Now apparently Rev posted a video. Let's go watch it.
It's no bullshit. I told you that next to my mom, like, you're the number one that's ever been in my life. And I mean that now, still. And that's why that person was just a fucking stub toe. Yeah. Absolutely. And I give you honor on that. That she won't come up anymore. That's right. Because like she said, she's closing that chapter on life. And I agree. That's the perfect thing to do. Yeah. Now I'm just someone that you used to know. You're doing what a wife that loves their husband would do. That's what you're doing. When your territory is threatened, you act. Straight up.
Sorry.
And males, of course, do that too. But with us, sometimes it ends up in murder, which is not cool. A guy straight up will go from the most pacifist motherfucker you could imagine into a raving lunatic at the sight of his fucking wife bent over on the counter in his own home. He will turn into Tyson on fucking PCP. Yep. And it's justified, completely, which is why that whole Tommy thing, not good for me at all. And it showed me, well, you think you're a really good guy. Well, look, you do this to her. Wow. That's the devil right there. He put himself right in my heart. Yeah, he did. And it started with this depression thing. That a spiral of Shannon and me at the same time, a spiraling depression. I was taking care of myself. Yeah, I think you would be fine in the long term. I'm the one that drops dead on the street. You will find a way because you're very like that to keep going. I would be the poor puppy dog on the side of the street that goes, "Mommy, mommy, where's my puppy chow?" And there's no puppy chow, and the puppy fucking dies. Like, that's me. So that's just the truth. And it's fucked, But it's a consequence of being privileged. And that's just very straight up, as honest as I could be. being privileged. Because there's a kid out here, Rich, that literally like has lived probably 17 of my lives with the amount of shit and banging and all of that good stuff that kids do and everything else. He's like deeply spiritual, Norse pagan type shit, and it's like, holy shit, like wow. He was the one that helped me understand how to do a tent, and
It's
now
my
I can
cat.
take the
She's
motherfucker
playing with
down
the
and pretty
couch
much
and
and
my partner's
understand how to
feet.
do it. But that's like a father figure, and he's half my age.
You know,
so it's like,
see,
yeah,
I'm
extremely
gonna sue my
fucking
cat and my
sheltered
partner
to a point of
for
fucking almost
stress.
crippling
So I'm
whatever.
gonna call the kitty lawyer police
Yeah,
on
you're
my
the
partner
opposite.
and my cat right now.
So she could go in a tent and be like, oh fuck, okay, I was here before. That ain't my experience.
I'm serious, you guys.
to say the least.
I'm suing these two.
My experience was like Blockbuster every night.
I can't
No.
sue my kid because they're gonna always win for cookies.
And oh, by the way, Ma, could we go to Top Dog from like 8 p.m. to like closing? Yeah, sure. Hey, Ma, let's go to Mark II Family Restaurant. They had the absolute best strawberry shortcake sundaes.
Your papa's
12
feet is
midnight. Hey,
not.
Ma, what do you think? Yeah, let's go right now. Like, that's what I grew up with.
You see the anguish you two are doing right now? You see it?
Spoiled, shitless,
How dare
fucking
you.
dog shit. And I call it dog shit now because it stunts you. It stunts you. Yeah, only kids syndrome.
What, Mama? You want to fight? I want to see your
Everything
butt.
becomes about you. Yeah.
Apparently, my cat is
No,
showing me his
obviously.
booty. His stupid butt.
Man, that's some very heavy introspection. And I'll probably cut this here and let this be the couple uploads. It's going to be I Need Money number 3 and I Need Money number 4. Peace and Maranatha the deal. Jesus is coming. You hear the wind speak.
So my partner loves that game Warframe. It's pretty cool. You guys should play it. All right. Next video.
All right. I hit peak narcissism.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all.
I hit peak narcissism. We could get a shot of that and flash shit.
Oh, God.
We got some classic shots. That was a very good deal.
Ew. You both
But
look
it's good to see Shanny
disgusting.
feeling somewhat what we would say better from the last time I made a video. Who the hell am I looking like now? What the fuck is this look? I said Woody Harrelson before. What? No, I'm just I don't know. And I know I'm
This is
gonna.
the weirdest day. It's hot and cold. It's both simultaneously hot and
Well,
cold.
now it's like actually hot.
Sorry about that, DJ.
Ravishing Rick Rude? No. Yeah, I know. Fluffernutters with nipples, But I know it's going to be in the comments if I.
An uncrustable fluff.
Okay, yeah, sure. No, I got firmness there, which I'm happy about. It comes in handy when you're homeless to have biceps and triceps and pectorals for.
I will say
Stuff
Shani
like
is
this.
losing some weight. I can
Man.
tell.
Jesus.
Manual labor. And it's
You're
good to
gonna put
keep
that piece
light,
back, right?
too. Keep light.
Thank you.
Meaning body weight. Because when you're traversing long distances,
Drops off fast.
well, your stamina is a lot better and you can go further faster if you're lighter. So, guys, if you're my height, which is like 5'10", even, right? When I'm not in shoes, probably 5'9.5" or some shit like that, okay? If you're my height, you should be running no more than, look, I'm going to be straight up, 140, okay? If you want to be light and fast like a scout in TF2, which is Team Fortress, amazing game. But I love Shani and I wish you would preach the gospel.
Ugh.
See?
I look like shit.
No, you don't, though. What are you looking in the same thing that I am? You look great.
Oh, I look like shit.
You're just swollen from your tooth. You look great otherwise. But people want to hear from you. They're worried about you, actually. I don't look at these cocksucking, cinnamon toast can ideology I have. That, look, if you want to keep half sane, don't, in general, look at your fucking comments because you will turn into a mental defective. Look at us. I'm contemplating the look here. Ethan Hunt? No. What's the guy?
I'm officially less weight. Definitely.
Well, and then you get the camera roll thing. No, it's a sound effect.
It's a fact.
It goes burring, and that's a big deal.
I would even put my bones on it and say I weigh less than Charlie Gold at this point.
I'm not familiar with the current progress of Charlie Gold on her journey, so I don't know. But I'm sure Charlie looks fine because Charlie's cool, She was always on the right side with Chantal.
See, that's the thing, Capone. A lot of people were saying that they're doing drugs.
Because Shani liked Foodie, really. I was thinking a lot of the times, like, oh, well, that was an asshole.
I'm even surprised that they even got a tent.
That was an asshole thing.
Let's see how long this homeless
but
sucker's
I would
gonna
just
be, though.
overlook it because, Shani liked her. Whatever. That's Chantal. It's how she is.
My boots are all leather.
Your boobs are
Listen, that's on them. If they want to do drugs, that's their choice.
Oh, my God. The Doc Martens, yeah.
Excuse me.
These fuckers.
They call them Doc Martens.
These
I gotta give me a pair of
are
Doc
weapons.
Martens
They
again.
are.
And I got them
They're
for
actually
50 cents.
comfortable.
That was a good thumbnail.
When it comes to buying Doc Martens, though, you gotta actually buy them not your actual size, but a size bigger because they are pretty small, even for kids too. Yeah.
In the fucking face. So, I don't know if I want to talk about my life because why would I? Seriously, why would I honestly give my life details when I know the majority of the people on here want to hurt me in some way?
Well, they definitely want to hurt me.
No, I know. But I mean, well, if they're hurting you, they're hurting me. So that's supposed to be a package deal, and that's how I would like to make a truce and a Christian type deal with you. To just go, like, to call the dogs off, the wolves. We don't need that shit, I mean, look at me. I'm wearing a hymn shirt, okay? His Infernal Majesty, in referencing Lucifer, probably. But in my case, I like him, and I don't believe they're satanic because Billy said so. So I believe that his Infernal Majesty is Billy. And that in itself is very narcissistic, but that's fine. He's a superstar, so. He calls himself a goth metal god, and I agree with that. Fight me on that. I don't care. You got a bad taste in your mouth with him because of the Ezzy deal, and that's over with. So, and you guys were right. She was right. She wasn't right that she was AI. No, that was bullshit. It's a real female, and she's cute.
I mean, I'm not really a Reverend Shani fanatic, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I'll answer as much as I
always
can.
Gonna have a little piece of that there.
They've been on
This
YouTube
is
for a
the only
long
other thing
time.
Other than you. No. Yeah.
I actually stumbled upon these buffoons. My first cow watching was Onision. At the time, I didn't know the word lol cow and horror cow was a thing back then until 2019. But I was watching Onision since before 2019. And then I stumbled upon Reverend Shani around 2018, but they got boring. And around 2020, I went back to see if there was an update, and I found out that that's when the kids were taken away, and that's when I stumbled upon Carrie's channel and all that stuff. So it was interesting. Oh, yeah, a lot of people found them from Shane Dawson. Some people found them from Cecil McFly. Others found them from Omegon. I actually found Reverend Shani from Omegon, but I was mainly watching Onision. A lot of Onision and Christian. They were like the first two cows that I've seen.
But you liked your person, too. You can't roll your eyes at that because it's true, You actually touched your person. I didn't touch my person at all, ever.
Well, my person didn't have an agenda behind things.
No, there's no agenda.
There's a definite agenda
No,
to get you away from her.
to get you, yeah.
There's the agenda.
Well, I guess so.
Slut.
She ain't though.
She is, though.
No.
And God's going to call you a slut to your face, too.
And that's
She might
okay.
think she
Everybody
isn't
has their
because she
cup
wanted
of
to
tea of
say
what kind
something
of
to me
cows
before.
are
Yeah,
they
and
watch.
Jesus
But
is going to
didn't.
look you straight in the fucking face and still call you a slut.
It's just inaccurate.
It's totally accurate.
She didn't do nothing wrong.
She did everything wrong, and she knew better.
Oh, the fight. Dun dun dun.
The
Warts.
cross it nullified it. Tom Hanks. That's a deal.
Yeah.
That's dog
Wait
shit what
until
she
worse
said.
happens.
See, Ezzy was afraid to be known as quote unquote the other woman. She
Yeah,
was
that's because she's a slut.
wrong. She
Slut, 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 slut,
Slut,
slut,
slut, slut,
whore,
slut, 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 slut,
whore.
whore. Warts.
You see, Charlie might kick in quick.
Warts.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you could just kill a bitch and something could happen. You know?
She'd look awfully pretty if her blood was on a concrete floor.
Well, I mean, see, there you're gonna get a call, and I'm putting the video up anyway because you're dumb to say something like that.
Yeah?
And she don't deserve that shit.
Oh, she does.
No, she don't.
Yeah, she does. She knows what she did, and she knows she's a liar.
She waited 3 years.
And she's a liar. She waited 3 years to lie about how she looked to you. Good job.
No, that was a mistake, and she admit that.
No, that wasn't a mistake. That was quite.
For the intents and purposes of this
deliberate
stream, we do not
of an
condone
action,
violence. That's straight
okay?
from the wart's
Mistake
mouth.
is, oh my God, I dropped the cookies.
No,
No, it was a deliberate action. And the more you give her excuses, it makes me absolutely sick how you give her excuses when there is no excuse other than she deliberately did this to break us up.
no. That is
Flannel,
not
can
what-
you stop smelling
that's just
me,
not the-
woman?
It's not.
Yeah, her along with Wookie.
What is it today? The
It's
cat
just
wants
not
to be a
accurate.
booty head.
I'm sorry.
Wookie deliberately meddled in our relationship.
No.
Wookie actually wanted to help Manly Rev. So did Deanne. But you, warts, always fuck up everything. Don't be mad.
She had a perspective that I nor agreed with nor disagreed with.
Yeah, well, if I ever heard someone talking about you like that to me on the phone, especially if, and you would never allow me to speak to a man.
That's a lie, Shani. That's a lie. And you have drugged Rev through filth more than once. So let's not go there.
That long on a phone constantly either. First of all,
A 60-year-old man? Yeah, I would.
no, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, I mean, okay. I would, though.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, my God.
I glance at a man the wrong way and you take it seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
So don't start with me, okay? There's a lot more to talking than looking at someone.
I mean, whatever. But the fact of the matter is that if you want to put a narrative on it, then and you're going to swing it negative in her way, then that's just not accurate nor fair to her. That's what I'm saying.
You know what's fair to her is her getting AIDS and ended up being driven over by a car.
Yeah, that's literally just nullified.
Okay, let's not say that, Shan. Let's not say that because you were the one who gave Watermelon mange. So let's not go there, Shani. You ever think about getting checked for HPV or scabies? Because how did your cat got mange? Shani?
His name. You know, that's demonic shit you're doing right
Yeah,
there.
well, she's gonna go to hell for being a whore. So.
It's just inaccurate.
And if you think you're the first man she's done this to, and the first couple she's done this to, I guarantee she's done this to plenty other couples because that's what she is.
Yeah, and how many whores? No, sorry. How many men did Mary, not a Magdalene, but the other Mary, the prostitute Mary? How many cocks did she suck? And it didn't matter.
And how many times did Jesus say, "Sin no more"?
Not once to her before she heard it.
Yeah, well, Jesus would be flipping over tables over this bullshit.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would.
It was something that was.
It was something deliberately done to hurt me.
Well, from some of their not as
No, it's everything. I wanted to get you away from her. I wanted you to get away from her. It was deliberate to hurt me.
Okay, but Ezzy was a fan of yours.
She
right?
ain't no fucking fan of mine. She's a fucking bitch, a fucking whore, and I hope you die 1,000 times over.
Yeah, you're just mentally ill to say it.
You really want to be broken up, don't you?
No.
Yeah, well, keep it up for her.
Well, you're being an asshole.
No, I'm not.
Okay. There could be a poll in the comments if she's being an asshole or not.
Oh, so you're gonna put 10 people against us?
No.
Oh, I know.
no,
I know. What you did was right and correct thing to do.
They're talking about the
Sorry.
the
No,
Bible,
I didn't say
Mary
that. I said the
Magdalene.
opposite. That I did bullshit.
Yeah. Well, that means they did bullshit too, because they were part of the problem.
No, that wasn't her intention with the email to me. The first time.
Oh, I'm in love with you.
No, it wasn't.
Whatever, you catfishing bitch whore.
It literally wasn't anything like that, the email. It was like...
I hope you get taught such a serious fucking lesson that you'll never, ever, ever, ever try to fuck with someone ever again. Because trust me, honey, if you ever come near him, I will kill you. I will murder your ass. Put that on the internet.
Well, that's definitely going on the internet.
Put that on the internet now.
And it's now 18 plus. I don't care. I'm going to let it on.
Yeah.
She wants it on there, so it'll be on there.
Yeah, put that on the internet. I will murder your ass. And I'll make
Okay.
I'll make sure we live in Texas so it's legal.
What the? Really, ma'am? Sorry, my cat is
All right, we're fucking Mickey and Mallory.
going to the potty.
So take two. It's Mickey and Mallory here from Natural Born Killers. How you doing?
No, it's Shani. He's really pissed off that you did that to me. I'm
What?
sick of hearing her name.
I told you to have to deal with that because I did have.
Oh, I have to deal with all the fucking shit you've done to me, right? I have to just deal
I
with
think
it.
she's saying Texas for
Yeah,
the
you
open
can't just
carry.
Shut your goddamn mouth for once.
The others,
This
no,
is
that's
bullshit.
Okay. That was interesting. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Holy lordy moly 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 moly. That was abrupt. That was very abrupt. Okay. Now where were we? Oh yeah, we were watching from maybe in your DMs. That was very interesting. Mm.
I don't want that. You can go to AJ's stream. You can go to other people's stream. And by the way, AJ, here's one thing that I don't want. I don't want you to leave with your blood pressure hitting the sky, hitting the roof. Yeah. I don't want that. You can go to AJ's stream. You can go to other people's stream. And by the way, AJ, actually, you're not going to like who I called today.
You finished, mamas? You went to the potty?
So, I walked away from my friendship with AJ, along with several other people. But she cannot stop talking about me for months. And when I say months, I mean like 6 months, 7 months. And she encourages people to bully, harass, slander, defame.
So if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to Fallon, she was known in the Krama community, which is the true crime community, and she recently stumbled on Reverend Shani primarily on the Hussey community side. That's where we kind of see her from now. Apparently she's going through it with the Watson case because one of the families has told her that if they keep covering, they will get her channel struck. When it comes to true crime stuff, you got to be careful what you cover because some families don't like that because of legal reasons too. So.
And other people that she doesn't like.
Yeah, I know
asked her
Belinda
to
does
stop
true crime too. Mm-hmm.
multiple
Yep.
times. And she's laughed at it. Then I called her husband at his job because she wouldn't stop. Not to harass, not to have him fired, simply to say, please have him to call me. He knows me very well. So I said, hi, my name is so-and-so. Please tell this man to call me. Can we take a message? Now, I didn't want to say, oh, his wife is acting like a fucking lunatic. So I said, no message. But he knows me as Hussy. Tell him to call me. Okay. So I did this several times. Several. Thank you for the super chat. What are you drinking? I'm drinking Wheatley vodka. Much love. I'm drinking the vodka also. Thank you, honey. Thank you for the super chat, sweetheart. So, I called several times for the job because she wouldn't listen to me. But I didn't want to get him fired. I don't want to ruin their life. I just said, hi. So my name is Ken. Can you please have him call me? Sure. Can we get a message? Just tell him my name is Ken. Okay. Right. No problem. Could be client. No answer. She came online bragging about it. Oh, Huzzy called my husband's job. He's not calling me. So
She didn't brag about it. She was just letting everyone know.
Can we take a message? Yeah. My name is Huzzy. Can you please tell him to call me? Sure. She said it again. Oh, Huzzy called my husband's job again. And she screamed about me for 12 hours. Harassing me. Encouraging people. Promoting people. To defame me, slander me. Right? Nothing changed. So I spoke to a few people. And they said, why
Lionel, stop being a bad
don't
girl.
you leave a message
No jumping.
and tell her husband's job why you are calling? He will call you back that way, or he will tell her, shut the fuck up. I said, you know what? Okay. So I did. I called your husband's job today. And I said, you know what? I need to send a message to so-and-so. What's the message? I said the message is his wife is harassing me on YouTube and won't leave me alone. And I'm getting swatted, and I'm getting harassed, and I'm getting bullied. And I gave them the opportunity to stop, and she will not leave me alone. Tell him to call me. Okay. And then you know what I did, AJ? You know what I did, AJ? Because you screamed about me every single time for 12 hours. And you did that the last time for 12 hours. I called the police.
No, I do appreciate it, Capone, because not a lot of people were aware what was going on. And the thing is that AJ never really posted about it.
Leave me alone.
Maybe you should leave her alone, Hussy.
Leave me alone. I don't talk about you. I don't want to know you. You are a sick fuck.
The only reason why you say she's sick, because why? Because she's into kink. You never had an issue with her, whatever she's doing, and the fact that you pretended to ignore the Tumblr stuff. But yet again, you and Carrie thought it was okay to talk about her Tumblr and to talk about her past eating disorder. That's not cool. And let's be fact, the reason why you're saying she's a creep and disgusting because of her kink, more so, and not so much of the ED stuff. You and everyone else in your audience are fucking disgusting. I think it's best for you to just block and ignore AJ. And AJ has done the same and ignored you and all that. She has every right to talk about you as a creator and criticize you as a creator. We are all open to criticism. So long as people are not being malicious towards it, calling PDFs and all that nonsense and going IRL like you're doing, then we have every right to talk about you with a wig. Like I said, she was busy getting her tattoo. She wasn't even worried about you. And her 12-hour stream, again, we were all there. We were just talking about different things. She was just reviewing someone else's stream about you. It's not always about you.
If I have to tell your husband's job all the shit you are doing, I will.
Come on, we ain't gonna talk about that one. Shh. When he was asleep too. And Hussy, be careful because AJ's husband can actually get you for harassment by you calling his job and making false reports against his wife. You do realize that, right? You should be careful.
Oh, fuck off. Leave me alone. You cry and cry that your voice was taken away. You are bullied. But that is who you are. Why hasn't Carrie been streaming? Do not fuck with me.
Oh, Carrie's gonna stream about this. Just, it's coming. Watch. All right, that is the update for the Wiggy Man over there. All right. Secular was live too. Okay, so we're not going to do a recap of Nall because you guys can go back to my stream on that one. But again, she was live yesterday making quesadillas up to 4:30 in the morning, talking about things that are just not interesting. Now, I mean, Capone, that's if she wants to, that's up to Carrie. She wants to not be around Hussy or in their friendship. Remember, we can't talk about that because we're making fun of their friendship. Because they're supposed to be best friends forever. Hold on one second. So yeah, where were we? Yeah, so let's go to Minnie Manson. Oh, okay. Now let's go to his lives.
Gather a meal together here, and it was very complicated to cook as it is rice.
I guess he took down that video. Hold on. Let me see if it's this one. Oh, I guess he took it down. All right, so we're going to go replay on my side. Hold on. Let me see this one. Hold on one second, y'all.
It was very complicated to cook as it is rice. I never had such a strong adversary before.
I guess he took it down.
Sick and tired of doing this.
Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind, I found it. Hold on.
Hate it. You know why? Because nobody will fucking...
Who? Minnie? I always thought Minnie was gay.
Help me. I can't set up all my
I didn't know.
myself. I'm too dumb. Okay? I just can't do it. And unless somebody comes here and starts helping me Somebody needs to physically come here, set up my audio, and help me get it set up because I cannot do it.
Oh, okay. Thank you,
I have
Capone.
to
I
take
didn't
care
know
of my
that.
fucking hygiene. I gotta wipe my ass and shave and take
All
a
right,
fucking bath.
enjoy,
If I'm
Minnie.
going live all the time, I don't have fucking time for this. I can do one or the other. I can come in here and be like Dylan and be dirty all the time, or I can clean myself up. But where does that leave me time to fucking sleep? Nobody else is gonna come in here. Nobody gives a shit. So you know what? I'm gonna end this anyway. How about that? Goodbye again. Oh, you mean somebody's actually watching? Somebody actually cared to show up? I'm a fucking failure. I might as well admit it. I can't fucking do anything right. I need someone to come here and set my fucking audio up every day. I can't put my makeup on and my clothes and shave my fucking goddamn heavy mustache. I have a giant heavy fucking Russian mustache that grows every day that I need to shave, and I keep cutting my mouth open. Can you guys hear me? Everybody's been in the hospital. I was in the hospital too. Really bad things. I don't want to talk about it. I got in a fist fight with somebody last night. Scott, Shannon, Ron, Hell, Ash, Maxine, Shannon, Hell, right, Ash. All right. I couldn't find a karaoke for I Will Always Love You, so I found like how can it not be a fucking karaoke for that? There was like 4 of them, and 3 of them have no sound to them. So I had to go out, and I had to unplug everything. I had to plug everything back in. I don't even know if this works yet. I haven't tried it. You don't expect me to ever be professional. I'm not a fucking professional, okay? I'm amateur. This is a fucking YouTube channel. This isn't a fucking concert where you have roadies and people who set that shit up. So I hope you're okay with the shitty way I do this. If you don't care how bad I am at this, then I don't care either. Then everything's okay. But if anybody's in there saying, well, I'm not going to watch you, I'm not going to support you, why should I give you money? You suck. You can't even hook your fucking audio up. Well, then you don't need to be here if you think that way. But if you don't think that way, please stay. I'm just telling you, I'm an amateur entertainer. I don't know anything about audio. It's not my job to do audio. It's my job to sing. But if you're all good with me, then thank God. Thank you, Grandpa. I can't look at the comments too much. Sean, hello. Hey, Sean, am I banned from the Jewel? I'm curious. Am I banned from the store? I just got to comb my hair. I forgot to do that. Oh. When you comb your hair, your scalp is alive. Okay. I got my lights set off. I couldn't get the bat on. I don't know what happened to the bat. I plugged it in and that went on instead. I think the bat is gone. Yeah, I came back. I had trouble with the audio and my lip was still bleeding. I literally cut a whole flap of my lip open with the fucking razor and I smashed that fucker into smithereens. I think I might have a version here. I don't think I can do this one because there's no audio for any of I Will Always Love You. I was going to do that for Sandra. So, okay, I think I hear something here. I don't know if I'm deaf or what. Do you guys hear something? Do you hear any music coming out of there? I don't hear anything. That's as loud as I can put it. I don't know this song very well, so I should have tested it out last night, but they hired me last night in one of my talking shows. And I thought, wow, this is a popular song. I won't have any problem with it. But this fucking song is giving me nothing but problems all day. I can't get it any louder than that. So I'm going to sing it a cappella then. She paid me and I don't know what to do. I don't hear anything. So the song is for Sandra. I can see the words and I can't hear anything. I literally don't hear a damn thing. But I can hear myself talking. If I was deaf, I wouldn't be able to hear myself talking, right? No, it's a shit song. I hate this fucking song. I hate music altogether. I despise anybody who's involved in music. Fuck the music industry. It's all a bunch of satanic crap. How about that? I don't hear anything. It's just got a bunch of dots in the top, and that's all I see. I don't see nothing else. That word, you know, she needs to come back and tell me I could do a different song. I can't do this song. It's an a cappella song. I'm not familiar with the song. They made a song for the movie, and I was looking for that. I can't find it. Yeah, well, it's right. You don't need to be here. Fuck this baby song. Is this a song for babies? See, nothing. There's fucking nothing there. I don't hear a fucking thing. So I'm not doing this fucking song. The hell with it. She wants her money back. She can have it back. If I should stay. Okay, I can't do this. I'm not doing this. Screw her. Don't ask me to do hard songs anymore. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. Stop the music. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. So I'm gonna have to plan 2 hours ahead and turn my audio on 2 fucking hours ahead so that I can start on time. I can hear this. I can barely hear it, but I do hear it. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. All right, yeah. This song will always help. I think I'm gonna start flying with this one. Somebody please time out the fruit fly cocksucker. No, I don't want him deleted. I want him banned now. Or I'm not gonna finish singing now. I want him out of here. Good, thank you. I'm gonna start with this song from now on. This helps me. When you're strange. No, I came out here and nothing was set up. I'm in there fucking around because I'm like, look at all this time I got. And I was wondering, why the fuck do I have all this fucking time? It's because nothing out here was set up. I put my clothes and my makeup on. I'm sitting there playing with my phone when I should have been setting shit up. Fuck my fucking dementia. That's gotta be mental retardation. Thanks, guys, for being here, though. Right now, I can't really look at the comments too much because of my mental illness. I just can't. Because some of you guys find me, I don't see I will always love you. Wait a minute, the bodyguard. That's what I'm looking for. The ones they're showing me are all the versions that blonde-headed man bitch who lives in Tennessee sings. If I should stay, I would only be. I have to do it with her singing it because there's no karaoke for it. Fuck this song, I hate it. Look, she's singing it. I can't sing with her. Don't they have one that doesn't have that? That one has her singing it. Fuck this bitch. Fuck you, Whitney Houston. Kill yourself. Here's one from Brazil. Let me see this one. Whitney Houston was nothing more than a fucking junkie piece of shit. Yeah, I know she's dead. She was a junkie. Yeah, if you don't like my anger, then get the hell out of here. That's who I am. I'm an angry person. Get over yourselves. Fuck you, Whitney Houston, you piece of shit. Oh, the song is supposed to be for Sandra. If I should stay, I would only be in your way. So I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. And I will always love you. I will always love you. You, my darling, you. Bittersweet memories. That is all I'm taking with me. So goodbye. Please don't cry. We both know I'm not what you need. And I will always love you. I will always love you. How can you love an angry person? Doesn't that make me a bad person? Am I the only one that's angry all the time? Is it me or is everybody angry now? It would help me to know that you guys are angry too. If you guys were angry too every day, I'd be very happy because then I could feel okay. I hope life treats you kind. And I hope you have all you dreamed of. And I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish you love. And I will always love you. 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 I'd murder your ass if you said it to my face. You. Darling, I love you. I'll always love you. It's closer than anyone else can get. Now, I can't stand her because I looked for that fucking song. I thought I had it, and I sat her for 20 minutes looking through 20 fucking versions, and this is the only good one. Karaoke Brazil, thank you for making proper karaoke of this. I'm gonna like your video here. Thank you, Karaoke Brazil. Jody PM for putting that video. Thank you. You're a good person for doing that. And you're the only one. You take a song like that, it's such a fucking easy fucking song. For my favorite movie would fucking be in there. It's weird every time I press the arrow on this that, okay, I gotta start this over. I gotta go to my beginnings here. I gotta do another one, and then the show's over after that. Sorry, guys, but that's just it. I promise I'll do these 2 songs. I'm gonna get them done, and then I'm gone. I mean, I can't imagine that any of you are gonna give me a super chat because I'm angry. And I don't deserve them right now, so that's why I'm gonna go after this. Hope you understand. Did I just do this one? That sounds like the same fucking thing. Did I just do Run to You? What did I just sing? All our music sounds the same. Oh, wait a minute. Damn, Ron Crampton. Okay, well, okay, I'll stick around since you think I don't think I deserve super chats right now for being all upset. But some of you guys like that shit, don't you? Some people like when I get mad. I'm an angry person. I mean, I'm also a peaceful person and a nice person. I have many emotions. But lately, I don't know. I guess it's because I'm old, because I see all kinds of people my age and older. They're just fucking angry all the fucking time for no reason. Because we want things to work out. And at our age, we are sick and tired of things not fucking being the way we want. You're going to end up like that, too, if you're younger. You don't believe it. I wasn't like this when I was in my 20s or in my 30s. I was pretty stupid until I became homeless. I think that's what did it. The homeless years turned me into a fucking monster. I wouldn't wish homelessness on my worst enemy. And I promise you, if there's anyone in here who's homeless, I understand, and I will never judge you, I promise. I can't see it at all either. I'm having a lot of trouble seeing the chat. I see Yellowfield. Oh, damn! Can't forget that, watching it burn. Oh, that's nice of you. I lost a lot of people the other day. I don't know if Help Desk is ever going to come back, or Henny. I don't know. I'm assuming that Help Desk was. I didn't have anything. I don't believe I had any interactions that were negative with him. But I'm just wondering why he doesn't show up anymore. Maybe he don't believe in me anymore. Or maybe it was just a temporary thing. Oh, no, look, I broke one of my rings, so Kara, you sent me these rings. Fuck that piece of shit. It broke. It's no good no more. Margaritaville? Thank you, Bear Man. I thought the fucking song would be in here. That's why I'm angry, because an easy song, and then the audio kept dropping, so that's why I was upset. I was upset because I was in there fucking around texting people on Instagram when I should have been out here setting this shit up. I thought it was already set up. I'm angry because I'm stupid and I have memory problems. So I hope you understand. Thank you guys for those. So I did one of these. I'm not sure which one. I Will Always Love You was supposed to be for Sandra. I don't know if I just did that one or if I did this one, so if I do the same song twice, forgive me. Fuck Whitney Houston, though. God damn. I don't like how she got with Bobby Brown and became a drug addict. I'm sick of this drug addict Hollywood bullshit scene. What, can't you just make music and not be on drugs? This one is for Scroll Sessions' dad, who used to be a limo driver for Kiss. I am intelligent, but I'm stupid because of the fucking brain injuries that I've had and the memory problems. Doesn't have a dementia make a person stupid? How can I say I'm smart when I can't even fucking remember anything? I know that when you look at me, wait, I gotta get the gist of this. There's so much that you just don't see, but if you can't start a song when you're complaining and angry. I have to get in the mode here. I'm lucky I can do this, I'm lucky I can entertain. It's the only thing I know how to do. Now I learned my lesson. After tonight, this won't happen ever again. Oh, I know that when you look at me, there's so much that you just don't say. But if you would only take that time, I know in my heart you'd find I understand sometimes who isn't always strong. Can't you see me hurting me? I feel so all alone. I wanna run to you. I wanna run to you. Would you hold me in your arms and keep me safe from harm? I wanna run to you. I'll never come to you. Oh, tell me, will you stay? Will you run away? Grandpa, thank you. Damn! Each day I play the role of someone always in control. But at night, I come home and turn the key. There's nobody there, no one cares for me. Oh, what's the sense of trying hard to find your dreams without someone to share it with? Tell me, what does it mean? I wanna run to you. I wanna run to you. No, want to hold me in your arms and keep me safe from harm. I wanna run to you. But if I come to you, tell me, will you stay? Will you run away? Run away! I need you there. I need your hair to wipe away my tears. Kiss away my fears. No! If you only knew how much I wanna run to you. I wanna run to you. Won't you hold me in your arms and keep me safe from harm? But if I come to you, oh, tell me, will you stay? Will you run away? I started having a seizure during this song. I ain't gonna let that stop me. Whatever piece of shit is out there doing satanic spells on me, or even Christian spells, you ain't gonna stop me. You like that song? Did I do it good? I'm not like those other fuckers who are polite. They do the singing and everything. They wear a suit. And they're all polite and looking all fucking boring. Anyone can wear a suit, but they don't have my personality. You never know what you get with me. I'm funny as fuck. Like, I'm not mad at any of you guys. None of you. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at me. I've been mad for a very long time, guys. I do need to get a holographic sticker. I wish I could get the motion like on a baseball card. I know what you mean. If you can find me a company that makes those, would you forward that information to me? You know, when you turn it like that and there's 3 different angles, I want to make a card like that for you guys. Find out the information. So thank you, Grandpa. And I got this song from Margaritaville from Bearman Pig. Watching a burn just says, sing what you like. So if there's an empty moment, I could do that. Run, Crampton, where is my head Pixies? I wish, I honestly wish late that I had time to go back and look at everyone's comments. Because I miss a lot of comments, and I just don't have time to go later and say, let me go look through and see what they've been saying. I no longer have time for that. You saw I cut my mouth open. I didn't have time. Hello, Eternity, watching Hell, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I just don't start good. I don't know how to start good. If I had an MC or someone to introduce me, I think I would be able to start without all the complaining and the bitching. And I don't start my shows very well. I don't know any way else to start them, guys. If you guys can talk to me, maybe give me some pointers or help me. What do I need to do? Why is this happening as soon as I go live? And everything's like everywhere and scattered. I don't know how to have everything right where I need it. I would like to just introduce myself and say, okay, it's time to sing. But I can't do that. I don't know how. Hold on a second. Something's leaking. Something's warning me here. Something's leaking and warning me. I'm sorry, Kim. I broke that ring you gave me. It's in the trash now. Don't send me rings, people, because I will break them. That's why you notice the rings I buy are just metallic, and they go around like a band. But anything with big baubles and things on them are going to get broken. My fucking asshole is sweating. We'll take care of that. I'm the most graphic entertainer. I'm like Gigi Allen. I don't give a fuck kind of shit. I mean, I do care. It just comes out like, hey, you know. So, I don't think I was in the right frame of mind to sing Whitney Houston. Maybe I should have waited. Okay, if like Sandra comes in here later, or Malibu Doll, if you come in here later, I can redo the song, I Will Always Love You. I think I did good run to you. I didn't fuck that up. That one was for scroll sessions. Damn. We Are Young by Fun. Yeah, we could do that. I could do that. I did that. See, I can remember some things. I remember I did that about 2 days ago. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. No, the guy's name's Lord, 1775. We are young, fun. If I probably should find that ring when I fucking step in it, when it goes through the fucking heel of my foot. And then when I find that, and then I find the other piece I threw and whatever, I will glue it back together. I have a lot of mentally unstable glue. You know, crazy glue? It has to be the most mentally unstablest of glue so to work. So let's look up Pixies. Don't you just love crazy glue? The regular sane glue with all its marbles just doesn't work. Okay, where's my head? Last night, I lost my teeth. It took me a half hour to find them. No, I'm just going to have to fucking pay more attention until I can get someone to come in here and be my slave. If Dylan was here, even if Dylan was here, he'd be willing to help me, but he can't do shit. It's got to be somebody who actually has a brain. Oh, yeah, congratulations, Dylan, on the haircut. He's making his way back into the kingdom. He's doing good. I just wanted you all to know. The Breeders Cannonball. Thank you, Kara. I got to write that down right now, though, or I'll forget. Okay, put that there, put that there, put that there, put that there. Breeders. What was that? Cannonball? C-A-N-O-N? Okay. Cannonball. Well, if you're talking about a ball that comes out of a cannon, that would have two N's. C-A-N-N-O-N. But either way, I will find it. Okay. At least I know what it is. That's what counts. Yes! Oh, I'm not mad anymore either. With your feet on the air and your head on the ground. Try. Somebody paid for real too. I don't know who. Try this trick out and spin it. Yeah. Your head will collapse, but there's nothing in it. And you'll ask yourself, where's... Okay, don't ask me questions when I'm singing because I can't sing and think about your questions. Don't ask. If that happens again, I'm done tonight because I can't do both. I don't know how to answer your questions. I have enough to think about. Now I gotta go in here and listen to this and this. I'm timed against the clock. I don't know who asked for it. Scroll up. It doesn't matter who asked for what. I mean, I got it written down here. God damn it. I don't know if I can scroll up that fucking high. Who? Grandpa. He's the one that asked for it. I must have skipped that when I was... Look, I got the list. I got Pixies, Margaritaville, Rio, We Are Young. And then I have the Breeders Cannonball with one N. Now I'm an angry motherfucker, and I'm a vengeful motherfucker. You should see what I'm doing to Dylan. He's lucky. I'll just stop right there. Trust me, whatever I tell him to do, he'll do it. I'm trying to help him, actually. He's going to be a new man when you see him. He's my slave. With your feet on the air and your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it. Yeah. The head will collapse, but there's nothing in it. And you'll ask yourself, where's my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? We're out in In the water, she had swimming. I was swimming in the Caribbean. Animals were hiding behind the rocks, except a little fish. But they told me he swears trying to talk to me. Where's my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out in the water stands Wayne. Yeah, it could be anywhere out here. I think we'll find it for sure. With your feet on the air and your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it. Yeah. Your head will collapse and there's nothing in it. Yourself. Where's my mind? Where's my mind? Where's my mind? I swear music makes me so angry. It also makes me feel good if it's the right music. Way out in water, sand swimming. Hey, you little bastard, don't you get up on my feet tonight. With my feet on the air and my head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it! Yeah. I'll get some of my motherfucking eye. I'll sue. So that blue thing that came out of the ring, I bet you that fucking thing is somewhere on this floor and I know I'm gonna fucking find it. The hard way. I can't even fucking go without shoes in my house. Because I'm always stepping on shit. Everything gets busted up in here. I hardly ever get mad when I smash everything up. I haven't done that in over 2 years. But I'm scared. I hope I never go back to that. I used to actually get people. I used to be worse. My anger. Before I was an entertainer, like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, when I used to be a Bob, I was pretty fucking psychotic. We're talking like should have been locked up behind bars for life psychotic. So, you know, what you're seeing here is nothing. I had hormonal issues. That's what it was. It was my hormones. But I don't have many hormones in my body anymore. I need to go put something in my eye. I'll be right back. You'll get my age. You'll understand why I'm angry. You're young. You don't understand, and I can't explain it to you. It's an old age thing. Fucking around the fucking Rosie. Fucking God fucking cocksucker, fucking motherfucker. Now I gotta do the other eye. Fucking mother shit, fuck. That fucking retard that put all my music out too. No one's gonna buy. You're not gonna put forth thousands of dollars to make tapes, CDs, and records like I will. You might be able to sell digital shit, but nobody's gonna want the same sounding 12 songs or whatever with some alligator AI voice. They want Minnie Manson's anger and rage and passion. Am I right? You guys will still buy my album even if that piece of shit tries to sell before me. You'll buy it because I'll autograph it. You'll get a special sticker with it. I'm gonna make like some kind of special hologram sticker with it. And I'm gonna have that all sent out to you. You can choose between records, tapes, and CDs. And I don't know how to do digital, like straight up. But yeah, not only is that guy gonna fucking come at the right time and prop me up, but I'm gonna make 10 times more money now. When people are making parodies of me, and they do that to real super famous people, and they tear super famous people apart, I am officially a fucking rock star when I have people hate me so fucking much that I live in their head rent-free 24 fucking hours a day. I own this fucking dick on legs piece of shit now. You better believe I do. And I'm glad I pissed him off. I hope he ends it well. He's a fucking loser, and he got rejected by a fucking like amateur entertainer like me. Imagine what he'd do if all the other entertainers that he stalks. He's got this guy who did these videos of me. He literally has about 10 different restraining orders set against him because he was threatening to go up on their homes and sending shit and death threats and shit to like all kinds of famous people. And I'm trying to figure out how to spell this word here, Margaritaville. So let me over here. M-A-R, Then A, Margarita. Okay, I'm having trouble with this one. Margarita. If it would just suggest some words, it might help me. Margarita. Is it 2 A's or 1 A? I don't know how to spell Margaritaville. I'll just type in Jimmy Buffett. It should show up. Margarita. Limmy Duffett? No. Oh, gosh, I can't do this, guys. I wish there was a way you guys could just send me the karaoke's of the songs because I'm unable to type them. Vill, V-I-L-L. There's 2 E's after Margarita, correct? I can't spell this fucking word. This is going to take a while. Damn! Thank you, Feline Maximus. Good Cup, Bad Cup by Ice Cube. I might have to pass that song. Good. May I show you this? I did all the. But happy birthday.
Pretty much what happened with Minnie. He was just having a tantrum. Let's see if I'm missing anything. No, I think we pretty much caught up on everything. Let's check on see Jesse. What's this?
Forgot your verb.
Damn.
Okay, that's disgusting. Yeah, no updates on that. Okay, let's see if Gail has any updates. No. Because we already actually covered that one. Excuse me. Let's see what Hussy's doing.
All right. Well, look, you do this to her.
Okay.
What?
Same rev stuff, whatever. Okay, so I think we're caught up for now. Let me make sure. Let me see if I have any recaps to give y'all. No. No, I guess we're good. Okay, so that is it for now. If there's any updates or anything related, I'll let you know. Always remember, be kinky, be pervy, be vanilla. This is Voiceless. Remember, consent is key and consent is free. This is your host, Voiceless, out.